The next structure that you will see in your practicals are the bones. The bones are a special type of connective tissue that is hard and calcified. The bones has got many functions. One of them is for support and attachment for muscle, for movement. It also protects internal organs like the thoracic cavity, thoracic cage, and the skull. They are made for protection. They also store calcium in the body. All the calcium is stored in the bones. Okay. There are many types of bones. We can classify them into long bones, like this bone, the humerus, those bones, radius and ulna, those bones of the hand, all are long bones. The metacarpal and the phalanges are long bones. Okay. Short bones are found in the hand, are the carpal bones. Those two rows of small bones, they are short. They are called the carpal bones. They are found here. And also in the foot, they are called the tarsal bones. All right. Other type of bones are the irregular bones. Irregular bones like the base of the skull. Base of the skull is irregular in shape. And also like the vertebra. The vertebral column is formed from vertebrae, and the vertebra is a type of irregular bone. The other type of bone are the sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bones, the most important and the biggest one is the patella. The patella is a type of sesamoid bone. Sesamoid bones usually found at the site of the tendons to reduce the friction. Okay, so the bones can be classified into long bones, short bones, irregular, sesamoid, and flat. The type of flat bones, example, the ribs. The ribs are flat bones, and the upper bones of the skull, called the vault of the skulls, are flat bones. It is not available here. All right. Now, let's talk about the types of joints. What do we mean by joint? Joint is the site of union of two or more bones. So, union of two or more bones is called a joint. There are three types of joint. The first one is the fibrous joint. The fibrous joint, the two bones, and between them only a fibrous connective tissue. If you can see it here now, this is called the suture. Sutures are type of fibrous joint. Fibrous joint do not allow movement. The other type of joint is cartilaginous. Cartilaginous is found, for example, here, when one bone meets a cartilage, this joint is called primary cartilaginous joint. A bone meets a hairline cartilage. So this is primary cartilaginous joint. Other type of cartilaginous joint is where two bones covered by a hairline cartilage and there is a fibrous tissue in between them. This is called secondary cartilaginous joint. Secondary cartilaginous joint is found in the midline structures. As you can see here, this joint between this part and this part of the sternum is secondary cartilaginous. This one also secondary cartilaginous. Between the vertebrae also secondary cartilaginous. And the most famous one is the symphysis pubis between the two pubic bones is also secondary cartilaginous. Okay. The other type of joints are the synovial joints. The synovial joints, for example, the shoulder joint is synovial. The elbow is synovial. The wrist is synovial. Most of the joints are synovial. In order for a joint to be a synovial, it has got many criteria. One of them is there has to be a space in the joint. The articular surfaces should be covered with synovial membrane. The whole joint is covered by a capsule, and etc. There are 6 features in order to say this joint is synovial. Synovial joints permits wide range of movements, and you can classify the joints accordingly. Okay. By this, I think we conclude our practical. Don't worry, it is too much information, but it's just a preparatory. You will see this information in details later, and I hope you enjoy your practicals, the following practicals, and read well for anatomy. Thank you.